Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of SlowCustoms, and today's custom will be on Mark V, or Mark V. Now Mark V is a narrow gauge trolley, and he was only mentioned in the railway series in the book The Island of Sodor, The Island of Sodor, Its People, History, and Railways, by Wilbert Awdry. He was only mentioned in that, and not much is known about him, but we do know that he was based off of the Tallyclin Railway's Toby, and Toby on the Tallyclin is a works unit trolley, I think. So yeah, people try and reference that as close to an actual model as they can, because we don't really know what his color scheme is. But it's commonly accepted that he's a blue and has drapes on his side, like that. So, anyway, he gets the name Mark V, I'll show it on the bottom, or Mark V, because he's the fifth trolley that Mr. Hugh and the Thin Controller had. If you're confused on why it's Mark V and Mark V, in Roman numerals, the number 5 is represented by a V. So a lot of people tend to call him Mark V or Mark V. I obviously went with Mark V, judging by that, but we'll get to that later. The chassis for Mark V, or Mark V, or whatever, I'm probably just going to call him Mark, to be honest, so yeah. The chassis for Mark is just a simple off-brand piece. It was actually taken off my custom Maybell that I did a while back. So yeah, I just chassis swapped them because this one was actually a lot better in flatness than Maybell was. Ooh, excuse me. So I just chassis swapped them. It works. So yeah, we'll start with the main body. Well, actually, we'll start with the front. Now the front is just a simple piece of cardboard with hot glue to fill in the gap with the roof and the main piece there. The face is taken from a Thomas Mini Scruff. Now I've had that Mini's face for a while, and you probably saw it in my collection video on my Shunter's truck. But I decided not to keep it that way because, one, I needed a face for Mark, and two, a Shunter's truck didn't really need a face. So anyway, I decided to use it on Mark V, and I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. He's also scaled pretty well. He also has SR on the side. I decided to add that as personal detail just because it lacked detail, and I just wanted this to be really nice. So yeah, the window is just a simple gray, boxed as well as I could. So yeah, he has a headlamp right there, pretty nice. I thought about putting it up here. That's where you can kind of see the remnants of the dollop of paint. But I decided to move it down there once I decided to repaint him, because he was originally a cyan blue. It was kind of ugly, so I decided to change it to close to BR blue, but not BR blue, so it's a little lighter. Anyway, the back here, well, technically the side. The side is just a piece of napkin that I cut out and kind of crinkled, and made it kind of look worn and like it was flapping in like the wind. Because on the real life Toby, these side parts are just drapes that go down, and I believe are hooked on right there. So yeah, it's just a simple napkin. I am struggling today. Yeah, it's just a simple cut-out piece of napkin stuck on with glue. Pretty simple. We'll go on to the back. The back is pretty simple. pretty similar to the front, other than the V, obviously, and the tail lamp. I decided to put the tail lamp at the top there because I thought it would look nice, and I kind of liked it at the top. I do that with a lot of my diesel customs or electric. Wait, no. Also, he's not electric, he's petrol powered, so yeah. Anyway, simple window. Has the Roman numeral V right there. I tried to get it as close to to the actual Roman numeral as I could. I think I did a pretty good job. So anyway, now we get on to the interior of Mark V. The main chair for Mark is a Lego minifigure leg with the rounded part cut off. I figured with the scale that Mark is, it would be a good scale for a seat, and it really is. You can still see the hole for the Lego stud thing. I don't mind it too much, but yeah. I'll probably have to paint that little part in there, but yeah. These next two parts is his engine right there. Oopsies. I just like using the pointer, by the way. It's just kind of fun. Oh yeah, that black part there is his engine or motor. Not too much detail went into it. I mean, it's pretty simple, and there is a bit of glue stuck on it because I had to figure out how to get it in. Because this felt wall, or the napkin, was originally just a big thing of cardboard. Because I thought that it was just a cloth thing there that covered that side, and this side was just a wall. But I was mistaken, so I thought about keeping it like that, but I didn't really like it, so I just decided to use the napkin. Anyway, this little brown part here, I'm just gonna say it's a box because a lot of other Mark V models have a little piece of cargo or a little barrel in them, so I just thought I'd add it for the little bit of detail that there is. So yeah. It also uses the same kind of technique with the napkin. Sorry, this back part is very flimsy. Anyway, use the same piece of napkin, surprisingly, glued onto I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there, a toothpick that I just hot glued to the sides. That originally was going to be my rolled up piece of cloth, but I decided to make it look better considering the napkin on the back, so yeah. Well, 8 minutes on a Mark V. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I do want to mention, sadly, a YouTuber by the name of Mr. Loaf, or M. Loaf, he was sadly pronounced dead sometime today, and it is kind of a hard hit because he was a really funny guy. At least I didn't know him personally, but from his videos it was kind of fun. Anyway, R.I.P. M. Loaf. Go show your support on the channel. I'm sure his family and I believe sister will see it, so I'll probably link it down in the comments. But anyway, rest in peace, M. Loaf. So yeah, sorry to end it on a sad note, but I really did like the dude. He was kind of funny and pretty, well, not kinda, he was fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.